Hey everybody, welcome back. This is part 2 of episode 7 because when I paused it, I hit the wrong freaking button, and I can't tell you how frustrating that is. I use my iPhone to make videos. I don't use a GoPro. So the problem with an iPhone is you can pause a video and pop it back on again and play, keep in motion, but you cannot stop a video, shut it off, and then come back, turn on that video, and continue where you started or where you left off. At least maybe you can. I have no idea how. I've tried to go on, the www and figure it out, but apparently my brains can't wrap around that. So until I get some other device, I'm going to have these issues, and I've had them before. So anyway, I apologize. So you're back, part 2 of the tail end of this car. So let's get on what we're doing. I did roll that tube out, and it took like another half an hour because it's slow going. And here it is. So again, I don't know what if I'm going to use this in the body or not, but it's going to give me that rear look that I'm looking for as I try to work my way through this rear end. And I do want a trunk in it also. So, this piece, I have to put a round section on here, up and over, and then, fill in with steel, have a trunk area in. I want to incorporate the spare tire in there, and that's that. So, don't know if I'm heading in the right direction, but I'm going to mess around with it for a little bit, and let's see what we got. So bear with me. I'm going to set you up here, and we'll do a little more forming here. So I don't know where the good spot is for this. Maybe over here. It's about noontime now, so the sun's coming up. It's getting a little weirder with the light that time of year. I don't know if that's better light or not. Hang on. Maybe this is better light. Or is it 6 of one, half a dozen? I don't know. All right. So we'll take a trip into the other side, into the dark side. Luke, go to the dark side. So I need a couple sticks. This is, if you haven't seen before, you can go back and see videos on this car that I built. It's a 1929 Model A that I did serious renovations. That's the front cowl. Here's the side doors that I made all these, made the side door, made all the wood for the dash, and so it goes around. And then the tail end here, which is the money shot of the car. It's a cool look. It's like a boat tail speedster, Duesenberg, all these influences that I had while I was putting this together. So let's look for some sticks. So as I said before, I built cabinets for years, so I've got stuff hanging around here, looking for something small. What the hell's that? Yeah, these will work perfect. Perfection. Those will work. I don't heat it over here, so I'm going to shut that door. Keep the gas man away a little longer. So I'm going to do a little setup here and try to do a little forming. Again, as I said in the last video, I kind of work kind of like a sculptor would work. Do a, some type of a setup form and go from there. This, I don't think it's going to wind up out this far. Probably in here somewhere. So I'm going to get a clamp for that. Clamp for that. Yeah, it's just, it sucks when you are, trying to move forward with this stuff and you video it off. It's like, oh, man. Really disheartening to say the least. So, let's move on. Trying to get this thing clamped down. Doesn't like to be clamped down. We're kind of in our center line. I'm not going to worry too much about all that shit right now. Just trying to get move forward here so you guys can see my process of working. These are great clamps, by the way. This is really not advertising for these guys, but these clamps, all this gearing in here, really you can crank stuff down pretty darn good. All right, that holds that in place. Center line is kind of there. What I'm going to do is use these strips. These are freaking perfect for some kind of a visual here for all of us, mainly me. Put this one about the same spot. How's that? What do you think? Pretty good? All right, put this on. Clamp that in place. Put this on. So what are you guys seeing? See what I'm seeing? Clouded up outside, which is good for our lighting. All right, so let me try to get these sticks are like perfect for what we're trying to achieve here. Again, this is just, just for a visual, and we'll go from there. Clamps made us too. Whoa, it's snowing out. We got a squall. Pretty cool. Little snow squall outside there. Pretty cool. All right, so let's take a peek. So if we go back here, again, this is just a visual aid. There's the word we're looking for. Visual aid. Whoa. Gave her a real big ass. I don't think that's a good one. Let me lower that down a little bit. Let me lower that down. Do a little cosmetic surgery. thinking these clamps really are giving us a really cool representation of what we can try to achieve here. Oh, mother. What's your eyes, kid? So, maybe we should throw some paper on there. What do you think? What do you think? What's everybody think? I'm trying to get back. I can't get back far enough here again. Everything's in the way. Let's get the pictures. So, pictures. What is it? Pictures, 1,000 words? I think we got about 2,000 words here. So there's the real deal. Looks like I'm high. I think I'm high. Lord knows we don't want to be high in the afternoon. Lower your perspective. So like I already said, this is perfect temporary visual aid, right? Let's get a piece of paper out. Get what we got. Oh, the winter squall is over. No more. Good thing I got all my practice in wrapping presents. Going in handy right now. I gotta go to the tape store and buy some more tape. Left-handed scissors, you know why? I'm a lefty. Get the knife. So, the 45 knives I have around. You know, when you're not looking for one, you see a pile of them in a corner somewhere, and then when you're looking for one, you can't find any. That's the truth. Okay. When you're doing patterns, cut them in slow. You cut, make 50 cuts to get the same pattern, but you don't want to overcut and then take off all the stuff you just did, You know what I'm saying? And clamp away. Got a clamp, man. And you're going to move that. What do you think so far? Full coat of paint on it, it's done? Welcome to my world. There you go. We'll forego that. Forego it. Forego it. Oh, what the hell happened to the knife? Damn, there it is. Take that clamp off to ruin my wood. A little brace. So, what's that give us? I think it looks pretty good. So where will we go from here? Well, if that was sheet steel, obviously I'd be tacking it on, but I need a subframe. So is that the finished product 100%? No. But this is what gives you the visual of the end game, you know, of where you want to wind up. This is how I work anyway. So maybe what we're going to do, the pipe was a good idea, the wood was a good idea. But I think what I'm going to do is roll out 1/4 or 3/8 inch bar stock and start to make that thing. Make it like a frame. And then I can start working this side piece things. We're gonna have to build a side piece here, weld up under this trim line, chase it down, cut this, because this is all tiny little wheel. Cut this maybe back here somewhere, and get that to start curving in. But this is the process, guys and gals. And by the way, I looked at my demographics the other days, and 14% of my watchers are women, and I'm thanking you for that, girls. hopefully you are into your own projects. You never know. And maybe what we're doing is giving everybody a little incentive to get moving in 2025 and keep the projects going. I'm totally motivated on this car now because I got through the worst part, which was the roof job. So, so this is the beginning stage. This was, a couple hours today. I got out here about 9 o'clock. It's now almost 12:30, 20 after 12 or so. And so with like 3 hours of messing around, that pipe exercise, I'm not calling it a waste of time because it kind of got my brain into where I want to go with this. I still have to get that form using round rod. I'm going to get that form better. Have to study that picture a little more to wrap my head around, where I'm coming. I'm kind of come out a little longer. This is to me like more of like almost what I headed with the 39 and 40 car, 2-seaters. And, trying to get this look. And I think we will definitely get it. It's just a matter of keeping at it. Right? We're getting there. I have that same perspective about there. Right? Not bad. So, another thing I was trying to do, purposely, was make this tail end just a little bit longer to roll into that bumper. And will I use this bumper? I don't know exactly. But I wanted to get this car just a little bit longer in the tail section. I wanted this to come out just a little bit further in here. And this maybe will be dumped down a little lower to get down to like the bottom of the bumper. I didn't want to wind up with fender skirts on here. As I said multiple times, I do want to use the spare tire setup, so I'm going to have to get that laid down, maybe get my framework first, get that laid down into the plane of that framework, and then work out, where the spare wire, the top of the spare, what do I have left for trunk? Because I'm, turning this to 8 volt, I'm going to put the battery in the back here. I don't think I'm going to ride the battery up front, because I may want to ride that, drive this without a hood on it. Don't know where I'm going. I know where I'm going basically, but I keep looking at this and it's just kind of bubbling, So anyway, everybody, thank you very much. Thanks for being patient with my camera work. Don't fire the camera guy. He works for free. And the next video, I think we're going to have to replace this pan. I want to do all this interior steel before we start building this, because it's just the only thing that makes sense. And make sure I have a good foundation here. There's a construction talk, a good foundation. So start with a good foundation, you get a good straight house. That's what we always did. So that's it, guys. Thanks much for coming back, guys and gals. Work on your projects. Happy New Year to everybody, 2025. And let's see if we can get this thing going, get the metalwork done, and then we'll head for stripping the fenders off and cleaning it up, getting it primed with some paint. But we got a long way to go yet. So have a great day, everybody. It's tomorrow's Friday. It's Free Beer Friday, but not here. Have a great day. See you soon.